The Bandits have inspired us with many game-changing moments this season, but when the team needed a little inspiration of their own, they turned to each other. I cannot tell you how much the weather has affected this game. It is about 50 degrees out here, it's raining, and the Bobcats have not been able to handle the ball. These two teams are no stranger to championship caliber opponents, as they both competed in last year's state title game. What starts there should be the end result here, leading to a more productive Bandits offense. In the second half, Braden Hucks went down awkwardly on his shoulder, but he said it's no big deal as he's played running back before. Thanks, Manny. We're live here at St. Angelo Stadium, where the Lakeview Chiefs just finished up their first home game of the season against Fort Stockton, and they were able to bring home the nail-biting 23-21 victory. The Hawks had a tough test in longtime rival Sonora last weekend and were able to bring home the big 20-6 win. But it's back to the grind as they're matching up against Lago Vista here at home. And while these little sluggers have yet to find their swing, they're always reaching for the fence. Whether you're in the stands, on the sidelines, or in the huddle, it doesn't matter from which angle you watch Eagles defensive end Seth Burge play. He will always be one of the most dynamic athletes on the field. The defense was able to hold star running back Abram Smith and his offense to just 20 points, plus had a goal line stop in the very last seconds of the game to ensure their victory. And that's going to be very important, those reps against that great back, for this night's game against Midland High. The Bandits' 2014 season has been filled with ups, downs, and turnarounds, but they're finally heading in the direction of a league championship.
Man, this season is a season of miracles for me.
I'm going to be all in, and I expect everyone else to be brought all the way in.
It'll complete my mission if I was to get this.
Bandits veteran and defensive lineman Jeremiah Turner has brought a lot more than years of experience to the field.
Show your heart, show your soul, and show your love for the game. If you don't have that, you don't need to play.
Wide receiver and fellow vet Lamont Cashmere couldn't agree more.
Get out here, cash money. The most important part that most people leave out is having fun. You know, it's something you love to do, so go out and have fun doing it, and I'm loving it.
But sometimes the game doesn't love you back, and it's in those moments that a team is truly tested.
Staying in the moment, running the play that's called, and not worrying about what happened before or what's going to happen afterwards.
The Bandits have inspired us with many game-changing moments this season, but when the team needed a little inspiration of their own, they turned to each other.
One of our guys went down, and to be able to get my team together and we sit down, we kneel, just in that prayer, I saw the light, and I think all of my teammates did too, and we end up winning that game.
While these three are outspoken leaders, there's only one thing left to say.
2 words, and that was thank you. You know, because it's been a journey, it's been a great journey, and I wouldn't trade some of this for nothing in the world.
I'm Dani Rondeau with KIDY Fox News First. Brittany McCullough is a junior softball player at El Dorado High School, and her athletic ability, paired with her unwavering dedication to succeed, has made her quite the ball player.
Over the last 2 years, I mean, she's developed into one of our starters and really one of our better fielders in the outfield.
There is no one that better lives by the never say never mindset like Brittany does.
I've always been one of those girls that never gave up. Like my granddad always said, can't just takes longer, and with every sport I take that and I make sure I do the best of my ability.
It doesn't cross my mind, you know, that there might be things she can't do because, you know, she's never brought it up and never mentioned it to me.
No matter what obstacle stands in her way, Brittany has and always will conquer it.
I forget that she only has one hand. We've always encouraged her to do everything that she can do. She has to think outside the box a little bit because sometimes it can be a little different.
Brittany has overcome so much in her life and has maintained such a positive attitude through it all that she leaves a lasting impression on everyone she meets.
She's an inspiration. People misjudge her and think, oh, well, she can't do what most people can't, but really she can do more than we can. If Brittany can do it, we can all do it because she is a leader.
When Brittany steps foot onto the diamond, it's almost as if she's the only person around. It's the ball, her glove, and the game she loves.
I feel like this is my second home. If I had somewhere to come, I'd come here.
It shows game in and game out when they hit it out there that she's going to make the play.
Whether Brittany's catching a pop fly, playing the trumpet in band, or learning to drive,
whether you have all 10 fingers or not, 2 hands on the wheel,
there will never be a lack of effort on her side. I'm Dani Rondeau with KIDY Fox News First.
Good work. Come on, come on, come on. Good. Balance.
We're going to be an up-tempo offense, fast-paced defense.
So we have some short and fast people with some tall and pretty quick people.
We have a lot of speed. We'll just spread out the field, see what we can do.
Come on, come on, come on.
The name of the game this season for the Junction Eagles is pace. Pace of the game, of their players, and of their ability to learn a brand new playbook.
We all get a new feel. We're definitely a lot faster than we were last year, so it's a good fit for all of us.
Got play.
To say the Junction Eagles are starting from scratch is an understatement, as they're sporting a brand new offensive and defensive scheme, plus a whole new coaching staff. But this team was ready for something new.
That's it right there.
There's a big transition, big learning curve. It's a whole new philosophy. What we hope to do is keep it simple and be able to play fast.
All we have to do is win play by play, and if we do that, we can outwear our opponents and we can win games.
Go, set up.
And not only are these kids playing in unfamiliar territory, but they're doing it at a young age.
Honestly, I don't think it means anything. There was one team that started 9 sophomores in a state game, so it's not a big deal.
I'm Dani Rondeau with KIDY Fox News First. Tony Romo hasn't exactly had career moments to remember in Seattle. The botched snap back in 2007 has and will be engraved in the memory of Cowboys fans forever. But what's the difference about this matchup as opposed to 2007 or any other year is that Romo can lean on a better offensive line and a running game that's second in the league. On the other hand, Seattle is #1 against the run, making this week's game plan an interesting one to draw up.
We've seen plenty of times, one game isn't going to define your season at this point. You just have to stay committed to what your plan was going on. You might win this game throwing for 150 yards, might be, one of the best ways to beat this team, but it requires a certain way of going about it, and we'll see as the game unfolds.
It's the Cowboys and the Seahawks on Sunday, which you can see right here on KIDY Fox. Your 4-1 Bobcats are days away from taking on the also 4-1 Abilene High Eagles. And just like their records, these teams' talent level matches up pretty evenly. On offense, Central has dual-threat quarterback Braden Hucks, and Abilene has an electric back in Abram Smith. The Bobcats are known for their reliable defense, and the Eagles have one of the best D-lines in West Texas.
Their defensive front is probably just as good as anybody else that we've seen. Their backers are big, they fill holes, they come downfield hard, they cover well, and their secondary is overall really good.
A lot like Byron Nelson, pretty explosive offense, good running back, good quarterback, and really great coach, but I think we'll be all right.
These two West Texas juggernauts are set to kick off at San Angelo Stadium at 7:30. The 21st ranked Texas A&M Aggies will have their hands full tomorrow evening as they open the 2014 season against #9 ranked South Carolina. And it will be quite the offensive battle as the Gamecocks are sporting a veteran offensive line and receiving corps, and the Aggies have one of the best rushing and offensive line pairings in the nation.
A game like South Carolina, open up the college football season away. It's going to be a lot. Coach Price says all the time it's going to be a great challenge. The first game is going to be a great challenge because we're going against a veteran, physical, big offensive line. So it's going to be a great challenge.
The battle of these two SEC powerhouses is set for 6 p.m. at William Bryce Stadium.